So Triple Nine is a crime drama with Chiwetel Ejiofor, Casey Affleck, Anthony Mackie, Woody Harrelson, Aaron Paul, Kate Winslet, and Norman Reedus. What could possibly go wrong? So Triple Nine is our newest crime drama with a lot of stars involved. Now things get a little complicated, there's a lot of side stories in this movie, so let's just try to get to the basics. It is mainly about a group of 4 robbers who are ex-military, current corrupt cops, who is mainly doing a job for a mob boss. Well, not mob boss per se, but the wife of one who the mob boss is in a gulag or some sort of jail. However, one job is not enough for her. She wants them to do a second job.
I was not sure you could pull it off.
We are not finished, Michael.
This wasn't the deal.
I had to convince my sister to spare you.
There's another job. She said she'd kill every last one of us. We don't get this thing.
But for this second job, they need a big distraction, and they come up with the right one. They have to cause a 999. So yeah, a cop has to bite the dust so that they get a long enough distraction to do their second job. And that is the basic main plot of this film. Now, I always found that there are 2 types of crime dramas. There's the more action-packed thriller type, and then there's the ones that put more emphasis on drama. Now, for those of you that like the action-packed thriller crime dramas, this will be disappointing for you. At least that's what it seems like. A lot of people are really not liking this film. A lot of them are thinking this is a really boring film. But there are a few critics that are defending it. So if you still want to see this film, just don't go in there thinking it's going to be action-packed. With that said, the movie still has some really spectacular action sequences. Now, they're not spectacular as in over-the-top, mindless, crazy fun. These action sequences are very tactical, mainly from the action sequence in the very middle of the film. Because in the middle of the film, there's a raid and the SWAT people are coming in, they got shields, everyone's lining up behind the shield.
Police!
They're going through this apartment building, they're checking each room tactically. It's really well done. So basically the action is more along the lines of people who love action like Zero Dark 30 or other movies of the like. But for the most part, this movie does emphasize the drama, and that's where some of the flaws are. Now, don't get me wrong. I really like the story. I like the complexity of it. I like the irony that comes when we know all the different characters and what they know, while other characters don't know what other characters know. Yeah, I know that sounds pretty confusing, but there are some really great scenes within it when we know what the characters are doing, even though the other characters don't know what those characters are doing. There's some really great scenes of irony and really dramatic irony. But yeah, I liked the overall story. I liked all the different subplots that this movie tried to go for. I liked a lot of the acting and the characters. However, there are things that feel like it falls flat with the drama, and that is actually caring about the characters. Now, like I said, I like the characters, but I didn't feel like I cared for them as much as the movie wants us to care about them. I understood their motivations, I understood where they're coming, but there's not enough plot points, despite it being 5 minutes short of 2 hours long. There's not enough points in their character arcs to actually progress and show development and give us a reason to really care about them. They don't feel as fully fleshed out as they could. And I think that's because there's just too many characters in this movie, especially when they want to give us perspective of all the characters. Now, I will say this, for the most part, it does have 2 main characters. Again, a lot of the characters are given a lot of screen time, but the 2 that feel like the most main character-wise is Chiwetel Ejiofor, who is the leader of this band of robbers, as well as Casey Affleck, who's the cop. Those 2 felt like the true 2 main characters of the film, and actually more so Chiwetel Ejiofor, until the end of the movie where it's obvious he can't be a main character anymore. But yeah, like I said, there felt like there was something missing, something empty and soulless for the movie, because I couldn't actually really care about the characters, just sort of like them. And I think this really could be solved if this was more like a series or even a mini-series. That way we get episodes where we actually see these characters and get them fully fleshed out. I think this movie works a lot better if it was a series rather than a 2-hour or 5 minutes short of being a 2-hour long movie. And maybe that's why a lot of people are being bored, because they don't care about the characters that much. I really like the lighting of the film. It does get dark a lot, but the only time where I couldn't actually see faces was the very opening shot, but then a light gets turned on in the car and everything is completely fine. It had this dark, boding, noirish style to the film, and I really enjoyed the tone of the film. Now, despite this movie feeling a little soulless, feeling a little empty, and I couldn't care for the characters as much as I would like to, I think there is essence of greatness within this film, and I feel that it's still above average film. So I'm going to give 999 3.5 stars. So, did you see 999? What did you think about it? Go ahead and comment. If not, what is your favorite crime drama? And if you like this review, please subscribe. Check out my other reviews of 2015 and 2016. As always, this is Bruce Gifford, and this was just my opinion.